Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your tarot reading. So, if you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here. I appreciate you sharing your energy with me. Make sure you like and follow on TikTok and YouTube. I'm trying to grow my collective for both. I just want to reach more people and give messages to people, trying to grow like a spiritual community. So, you guys have been super awesome with that. And I love hearing from you guys, all of your comments and all the interactions I have with you. So, thank you very much. And all the likes, shares, comments, it all helps both channels. So thank you so much for all of that. But if you are new, I'm going to pull two of these oracle cards to get an overall feel for the energies, and then we'll pull from the tarot. I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It's just a general reading, so whatever comes out, comes out. That's the messages we need from spirit. I did bring out the angel oracle. It's what I've been drawn to lately, so I've just kind of been trusting my intuition with that. We'll pull one or two cards from there. And then I did bring out some clarifiers. I just brought out the Rider Waite Tarot, but I haven't needed them with any of the other readings, so we may not need those, but I like to have them handy just in case. And I have to split this deck in half because it's so thick I can't shuffle. So what do you have, spirits? What do we have for Gemini? What messages do you have for Gemini, spirits? All right. Wisdom. You are called to serve as a mentor for someone or as a role model and guide who can show the way. Use your wisdom and experience. I love it. So whether you're mentoring one or hundreds, that's really cool. I love that for you, Gemini. Ups and downs. Your work has potential for both advancement and stagnation. See if there's hope, but allow yourself to move on if needed. Interesting. So maybe you're moving more into a mentor role. Maybe you're moving into more of like a guru type, leader type of energy. Maybe you're going to start your own spiritual business here. I love that. Awesome. All right. Well, let's get into the tarot and see what's going on. So, my website should be up and running very soon. I've had a lot of people asking me about private readings. If you're interested in getting a private reading, they will be available again. I just got booked up through the end of July and kind of got behind, and I work 48 hours a week and then do readings on top of that. So I'm very, very busy, and I just kind of needed a break for a little bit, and then I wanted to get caught up with people's readings. But the website's really cool. It's really interactive. There's like free downloads, and then there's, of course, all my coaching courses, tarot readings, oracle readings, astrology, birth chart breakdowns, all different kinds of stuff. So definitely check it out. It's very like I said, user friendly and interactive. It's just really fun. So we have the Four of Wands, the Nine of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Two of Cups, the Emperor, the Empress, wow, Ace of Swords, Six of Cups, Nine of Cups, and the Four of Swords. Underneath we have the Eight of Wands. So I always take the underneath energy because it's kind of like what's laying underneath, or the overall feel of the energy. It's Eight of Wands. So this is a very, it's a fast moving energy. It's about communication, but it's also about like ease and flow. So I feel like this is, I do see the Nine of Wands here. So I feel like you've kind of been persistent and pushing through things and trying to complete things. And I feel like you're looking to more ease and flow. Like you're trying to call in more ease, more flow. Right here it says we have ups and downs. So maybe you just want more ease, more flow. It's also about taking action. This is wands are all about action. So this could be about you taking action and communicating. Again, with this, maybe your work just isn't satisfying you anymore. So you're going to take some action and communicate. So, it's going to resonate differently for each of you. Take it how it does resonate. The situation here is the Four of Wands. So this is about like your home, your stability. This can be about a marriage. So if you're here about your marriage or wanting to be in a marriage, then that's what this card could be about. But it's also about like your home, your stability. Could be about like reunions and coming home. Oh my goodness. So again, the crossing energy here is the Nine of Wands, which is, again, persistence, it's perseverance. They call him the wounded warrior. He does have like this bandage on his head, but it's about, persevering and kind of pushing through those boundaries. It's also like, you've been through it, so you're feeling kind of drained here. So underneath we have the Wheel of Fortune. Things turning in your favor, divine timing. I feel like it is now divine timing for things to start coming in. Maybe that's manifestations, things that you've been working towards. But we definitely have this Wheel of Fortune, which is like the karma, the destiny. In the recent past, we have the Two of Cups. So this can be a love partnership. This reading could be about, somebody that you were in a relationship with. Again, it can be about marriage. Or this can be a business partner, maybe a business partner in the recent past you've had some dealings with, whether that's good or bad. I just feel like in the recent past you were dealing with a partnership of some sort. And in your subconscious or your higher self is the Emperor. This is about you taking control of a situation. It's about stability, taking leadership. It can also be about control. So watch how you're coming off. Try not to control situations. But I feel like this is more of you stepping into that stable leadership energy, taking control of situations. Because in the near future, we have the Empress, which is a very abundant. It's about growth, abundance, fertility, things coming to fruition. She's a very nurturing energy. So I like that we have the Emperor and the Empress here, because that could also be a balance between your masculine and feminine energy, which can also be about this relationship here. It could be your relationship with self. Maybe you're trying to come into union with your masculine and feminine energy here, and your block is just you trying to push through and be resilient. It could also be like a counterpart, the Emperor and Empress together. And it's just, you've been pushing through it, and we're just waiting on that divine timing. We're just waiting on those things to start moving forward. So your advice from Spirit is the Ace of Swords, which is about truth and clarity. So I feel like Spirit wants you to get clear. They want you to speak your truth on what you do want and get clarity on what you do want. It's also about like new ideas. It's new phases in your life. But I feel like you could be getting new ideas coming in here about a partnership, or you want truth in that. You speak your truth to your partner so that they know what you do want and what your intentions are. Because in your immediate environment, we have this Six of Cups, which is about nostalgia, memories. So this very well could be your counterpart, and you guys are coming back together. Could be twin flame, could be soulmate. If you resonate with any of those, you don't have to. And again, this doesn't have to be a love reading. It can just be like a partnership for work. And this is just nostalgia and memories that you're reminiscing about. It's also like a healing energy. And then there are children on here. So maybe we need to do some inner child healing, or you have been doing some inner child healing. But this is definitely about nostalgia and memories in your environment, like in your energy right now. Your hopes and fears, we have the Nine of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment. So you're definitely calling in a wish fulfillment. And again, that's going to resonate differently for each of you. What is your wish fulfillment? What have you been calling in? It could be a love relationship. It could be business. So the overall outcome we have is the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is about like maybe a pause. It could be about rest. It's also about like meditation. I feel like this is about you kind of taking a step back and resting, and kind of just doing some self-reflection here, regrouping, like kind of bringing yourself back to center. Let's see. What do we not see coming here, Spirit? What does Gemini not see coming? So we have the Death card, the Tower. So we definitely have endings, transitions, fast changes. So maybe this person comes back really fast. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So we have that Death card. You're definitely ending things, transitioning. The Tower is all about change. So it can be about fast changes, and it doesn't have to be negative. Maybe this person comes back all of a sudden and they're completely changed, a completely different person, and all of a sudden they want to be with you, and that's up to you to decide if you want to be with that person. But the Tower is about fast changes. It's about like, they call it chaos, upheaval. It does kind of it is upheaval. It is chaotic when somebody comes in, and it changes your whole life when you get into a love partnership. So that's not always a bad thing though. It's just change. So, and then we have the 8 of Pentacles. This is about your hard work. This is about someone putting the hard work into you, or you putting the hard work in with someone else. So I feel like you're definitely, you could be putting an end to like a lot of hard work too. You've poured all of your hard work into this, and now you're kind of transitioning into this new stage together. So maybe that's why you need your rest. Definitely meditate, take care of yourself, because you've got some endings coming in here, and you got that Tower card, like big changes, which could be a great thing. Like, don't fear that Tower card. Don't fear the Death card for sure. What are the actions and advice for Gemini spirits? Actions and advice. We have the Queen of Wands. So step up into enthusiastic, charismatic energy. Step into your power here. She is very charismatic, very vibrant. Queen of Wands, she's a fire sign. She's very confident, very self-assured. So definitely step more into that energy. And then we have the Page of Swords. So this is about patience. It's also about learning something new. So maybe you get messages, or I feel like maybe you're just studying something new. So the Page of Swords is about, it's about curiosity. So I feel like, you kind of get curious. Spirit wants you to work on your curiosity. Get curious about things. Get curious about this person. Get curious about healing. And then we have the Temperance card here, which is about balance and patience. So this is Archangel Michael, and he has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on land here. So it's about balance. So I definitely feel like Spirit's calling you to kind of balance yourself out, take care of yourself, step into that Queen of Wands energy. Yeah, I really love that for you. That's awesome. So you've definitely got some good things coming in here. This could be a divine counterpart coming in here. This could be about work. This could be like, maybe you're calling in a twin flame, and you guys are mentoring each other, or maybe that's what you guys are here for. Your mission and purpose is to mentor others. So you'll be doing that work together. Again, it's going to resonate differently for each of you. So let's get an oracle card for Gemini spirit. Exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. The key to manifesting quickly is to have a very high energy level, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you'll look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. I love that. That's really cool. All right. So definitely be open to this. But yeah, I see some great things coming in here. Just make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're speaking your truth. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.